I'm Dr. Minguita Padilla, and
I'm the farm boy.
farm boy.
Farm boy.
Si Secretary Piñol, no? And why did we decide to do this, Carlo? Ikaw magpaliwanag.
Well,
Bakit
kasi
natin ginawa
ang
ito?
dami nating nakikita sa social listening natin na we are the senators they never had.
Ang
And
dami.
yung may mga regrets ngayon from all fronts, no, from
Yes.
many groups. And sabi namin, we want to tell you what our plans are.
Yes.
But first, let's clarify. We're not doing this because we're not happy with the results. We're not contented. We
Right.
don't accept the results. No?
No, but
We're just doing this to reach out to our followers and to reassure them that whatever happens,
We will be around.
We will continue our advocacies.
Yes, correct.
We're
Tama
happy
yan.
with two. We're happy with the journey.
Yes.
Yeah, we're happy with the journey.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Masaya ako that I did it, no? And marami akong storya. Mga nice stories, funny stories, no? Anong problema?
Ano ba?
Harap sa ni sir.
Harap ano? Iharap sa akin. Yung audio ko daw. This is my audio?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Yes?
Yeah,
Ano sabi? Yes.
Paki-monitor. Yeah, I think ano.
Yung Dr.
Ako lang kasi
Padilla
naka...
page, ha?
Yeah, sige.
Ask them if they can hear me well. Okay? Okay. And so anyway, there's no regrets, and in fact, grabe yung experience, no? It's my first time to ever run.
Same here.
Same.
Because
My first time to run in a national position.
Yeah.
National position.
Kami
I was
ng-
governor.
Yeah.
I was
He was
mayor.
governor of Cotabato.
Yeah.
So, ang dami niyang followers na talaga from Cotabato.
Actually, from the very beginning, Doc Carl, Doc Minguita, I was a reluctant candidate actually.
Oh.
Because I knew my limitations. Number one, I didn't have the funds. Pero pinagbigyan ko yung grupo ng mga magsasaka na talagang humingi ng tulong kung pwede tayuan sila.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that I can say that I accomplished actually during the campaign, it's the fact that everybody talks about food security right now.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
All candidates.
All candidates.
No, and health security also.
Because we're in the pandemic.
But especially food security. And you know, that became, is really stress, hallmark or major platform ng aming kampanya was food security. And
Because
that's
it's the
correct.
number one threat to national security.
Correct, correct. And even early on, hindi pa kita kilala eh. Hindi kita nakakilala, no? Early on, one of my first interviews was CNN. My first interview on TV was CNN. It was October. And one of the things they asked me what my platforms, and I said, alagaan ng magsasaka at mangingisda. Take care of the farmers and fisher folk. I did not say food security. But I said, you know, we are killing them. One day, magigising tayo, wala na tayong magsasaka.
Yeah.
Wala na tayong mangingisda kasi hindi natin sila inaalagaan. And I said, but this is what I said then, the wars of the future will be fought over food.
Yeah, not over territory or
and
what.
food will be a weapon of war.
Yes.
Wala pang Ukraine noon. But I'm sure we all
So,
see that. We all
in
see
other
that.
words, you did the Piñol.
Early on.
Kaya yung aking John the Baptist.
Oo. Talaga, naging Kristo ka pa. Pero my point is, without knowing you, but di ba parang sensitive tayo sa mga nangyayari sa mundo. Nakikita natin eh. So, ngayon, Manny, ngayon na may mga bagong senador, subaybayan natin, mga congressmen,
Yes.
kasi lahat sila ginamit ang food security as a campaign platform.
Correct.
Diba?
Kasi yun ang pinakang basic to the needs
Yeah.
of the people.
Oo. Ngayon, dapat, totohanan nila. Kaya ba nilang patotohanan? We have to really make sure because it's for the people.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. Ha?
Actually, lahat naman yata tayo ginamit yung food as a message, you know, as a
Very
key message.
important key message, but it
Yeah.
should be taken seriously. And I'm really praying that yung mga bagong senador, whether it's comebacking or new ones in Congress, they will really take this serious. And our new president, Ferdinand Marcos Jr. si Bongo, I hope he really takes this to heart, di ba, Manny?
Yeah.
Kasi,
I think he is fully committed to securing food for the Filipino people. Kailangan niya lang talaga ng magaling na backup team.
Okay.
Kasi siyempre maraming areas ang pagtutuunan niya. Economy is faltering.
Yeah,
Health issues.
Even
and,
education.
Yeah. And education. So kailangan niya talaga ng isang magaling na backup team. And you know, during the campaign actually, and even before that, I was already proposing na dapat yung food security cluster should be independent. from the economic cluster.
Mm.
Kasi nasaksak dun sa economic cluster eh.
Kasi
Yung,
pwede
food
magkaroon ng
security.
conflict of interest yung
Of
food
course.
and economics.
In fact, may isang international investment banker who explained it very well, no? Si Stephen Conjing, no?
Mhm.
And I heard him on ANC. Kinat ko yung video actually.
Mhm.
Kasi nasabi niya, you know, most of the advanced countries actually support their agriculture for two reasons: social peace
Mhm.
and food security.
Correct.
Napakaganda ng explanation niya.
Totoo.
Sabi niya
Social
maaring,
peace.
Yes.
No?
maaring,
Social
sabi niya
peace.
maaring mag-import ka, but if you have a big population like the Philippines, hindi ka pwedeng umasa dun sa
Import.
sa kapitbahay mo
Mm.
Definitely.
to supply your people with food.
And imagine during the pandemic, paano ko naging protective ang bawat bansa.
Precisely.
No, actually, talking about protectionism, nangyayari na ngayon. Gawa ng yung war sa Ukraine.
Mm.
That war is gonna be a protracted war. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. Now,
Yung word
But
kasi
ito,
talk na
oo.
protectionism may negative connotation eh.
Oo.
I would rather call it
Preservation.
self-preservation
Self-preservation.
rather than
okay,
protection.
so self-preservation, it's happening already
Yeah.
around the world. No?
At saka ang sabi nung investment banker na yun, sabi niya, alam mo, kung ang bansa mo is Singapore with 5 million people, it's okay. You rely on your neighbors for your food supply. But if you have 110 million population, you cannot possibly rely on ano.
And you know, kahit gaano ka kayaman, kahit gaano karaming pera, negosyante ka, import ka ng import, one day, anong gagawin mo sa pera mo kung walang
Kaya nga sabi niya,
walang pagkain
in the end of
mabibili?
this narrative on food security, sabi niya, you may have the money,
Yeah.
but if you don't have the supply, paano
Wala
ba?
nga, wala nga.
Yeah.
So,
Considering na agricultural
Yes,
tayo,
yes.
fifth longest coastline,
Yeah.
yes.
parang wala dapat issue, no?
Ako, from where I stand, I personally, ako siguro that would be my last participation in politics.
So you're not running
I'm
again?
not running again. I'm going back to my farm. And I've told people even before the elections, I've told people that if I don't make it, I'm going back to my farm.
Yeah.
But that would not stop me from pursuing my advocacies. No?
Mhm.
Like say for example, bukas may mga bago akong converts eh.
Oh, converts.
Oh,
Define
yes.
converts.
Si Ping Lacson.
Alright.
Si Minguita Padilla.
Pwede sama na ako. Farmer din ako.
Actually, we're looking into aquaculture.
Aquaculture
Okay.
naman ito.
Kasi right now, yung ating protein requirement actually,
Yung for the feeds,
For-
no? For the feeds?
No,
for the people.
for the people.
Oh.
Ang pinaka-stable actually is aquaculture because you
Fish.
can quantify eh.
Yeah.
Pwede mo project pag meron ka ganito karaming fish cages, ganito karaming mapuproduce ko, no?
Alright.
But we're doing this as a private endeavor, no?
Okay.
Pero with the same mindset that I would like to prove to everybody that hey, the Philippines does not need to import fish
Right. Oo
because
naman.
we have the 5th longest coastline in the
Correct.
world.
Oo.
It's just a matter of how do you do it?
Yes.
How do you make sure you have fish?
And technology to do it.
Technology.
We have the technology.
We have it.
And we have already started producing our own local feeds.
Pwede ba
aqua feeds.
pa-convert na rin?
Oo,
Sama na
conversion.
conversion.
Bukas. Yung conversion kasi dapat ilungkot ko muna to sa tubig dagat.
Akala ko ako si John the Baptist.
Hindi siya, hindi kasi maglulungkot.
Anyway,
Ayan.
ganito,
So,
bukas kasi we're going to the farm of King Lacson. May
Okay.
farm na siya ngayon sa Silang. Pero
Alright.
tinutulungan rin ni Manny.
Yeah.
So I think mag-Facebook live ako from the farm.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Bukas, no?
So,
Tapos,
tumuloy na tayo sa Mindoro, yung farm ko naman dito.
Pwede.
Ako lang
So,
hindi farm.
yun lang naman ang akin, Doc Carl. No? Para sa akin, wala akong sama ng loob sa resulta ng election. Tanggap ko yun.
Ako ang last line ko nung tumakbo ako, nung nag-file ako ng COC is, thy will be done.
Ako rin.
I
Same,
will be
pareho
done.
tayo. I will be done.
I will be done.
Pero at the same time, ang dami kong nakita. I think, okay, I believe God wanted us to run.
Yeah.
Correct? Agree? Agree.
Agree.
For certain reasons.
Yeah.
No? Manalo man o matalo. Di ba sabi ko, panalo tayo. One is, nakilala tayo ng tao. Two is, nagkaroon tayo ng plataforma to talk about our advocacies.
Correct.
Who was talking about food security before?
Yeah.
Who was talking about health security?
Yeah.
Who was talking so much about educational crisis? Meron, but not as much. No?
Yeah.
Three is, we presented solutions.
Correct.
Solutions.
Yun ang unique sa atin eh. We have doable solutions.
Yes. Now, it's our challenge now. I hope that the ones who won will pursue the solutions. Now,
Mm.
number 4, nakita ko rin yung mga problema sa electoral system natin.
Yes.
And I really believe it has to be reformed now.
Yeah.
Whether there's a political will to do so, I don't know. Pero saka na yan, mas remote masyado yan. No?
Doon muna tayo sa advocacy
Doon muna
natin.
sa advocacy natin. So,
like we're still in the pandemic. We're done with food security. We're still in the pandemic.
Ganito, isa sa mga pinaka matunog na aking mga sinasabi noon is PhilHealth.
Yeah.
PhilHealth. Kasi we all know there's a big problem in PhilHealth.
Mhm.
Ang dami nagsasabing may sindikato. I mean, I'm very brave to say
Yeah.
that. And whoever is there, napakalaking problema, napakalaking trabaho.
Mhm.
And I'm really hoping that the Senate will be able to do an oversight
Mhm.
and fix
Yeah.
the Universal Healthcare Act.
Mhm.
Plug yung mga loopholes, yung mga nagpapalusot sila, yung mga butas, no?
Mhm.
Kung sila pwede silang lumusot. Kasi kung wala tayong matinong health insurance, social health insurance,
Wala.
wala mangyayari sa atin.
Even the universal health
Wala,
care
hindi
law
mangyayari yung
will not work.
law because
Mhm.
we need that. Now, to start with the basics, I think we've already, I don't want to talk about my platform here, but ang daming beses na natin inulit, and I just replay, I can write about it, everything, no? And if they want my help, nandito ako,
Yeah,
diba?
good.
Pero, alam ko si Harry Roque, siya na nato din. Si Harry, grabe. Gusto niya, buwagin! Buwagin! And change it into something new. Now, I'm not as radical, but it's really,
A reform.
Ako overhaul eh.
Overall.
Overhaul now. If kung hindi umandar yung overhaul, kasi it will also entail the ombudsman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have to break down the neck of the ombudsman because if we don't file charges, if we don't, nobody is held accountable, walang managot sa mga ginagawa, wala mangyayari din. So,
Tama.
konektado lahat, no? Pati yung health, nutrition, food, health, connected, and education.
Education.
Because, di ba, how can you educate a child if their brain is stunted?
Yes, correct.
Diba?
Yan ang major concern ko sa
Oo.
education. Nasabi ko, 1/3 of our children are malnourished.
Malnourished,
At ang
correct.
naging platform ko doon, sabi ko, papakainin yung kinder to grade 3, hindi lang na-nourish sila, hindi lang na-encourage ang parents na dalhin sila, at yung bata pumasok. We are creating local demands.
Actually, mayroong existing na feeding program.
Pero,
But just like other programs, actually, it's also corrupted.
yun.
Instead na pakainin na maganda yung yung mga bata, binibigyan ng tinapay na may amag.
Oo.
Kaya nga,
Yeah, of course.
Kaya
Kaya
ang-
you should know, I'm from the province.
Kaya ang
Yeah,
suggestion ko, as a matter of policy, kailangan ma-define na yung local sourcing ang gagamitin nila para mag-increase ng demand for local agricultural produce. At the same time, dapat sabi na, gas-gas na it takes a village to raise a child, then engage the entire village.
Yeah.
Kasi
Yeah.
pero it's
Pero,
true.
pero alam mo, ang kailangan talagang gawin, if you're talking of reform, kailangan natin ng EDCOM, yun ang gusto ko talagang i-push. Education Commission. To look deeply and widely into how our educational system is.
Yeah.
Ginawa natin yan in 1990. Kaya di ba Dex dati nabiyak yan sa tatlo. Sweldo ng teacher, post-pandemic education, Industry 4.0, papasok lahat dyan. At saka yung agriculture, may paborito ako, Sec, no? Ang agriculture, sabi ko, and this, si Isko got this inadapt niya Sabi ko, ang agriculture, ginawa nila sa K-12, sinama nila sa TVL, Tech Walk Livelihood. Eh di ba hindi na nga sikat yung Tech Walk Livelihood? Sinama mo pa yung agriculture. Eh di lalong nangamote doon. O ang ganda-ganda sana. Ngayon ang sabi ko, yung STEM gusto ko gawing STEAM. Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics.
Yung
Isama mo
subject,
ngayon yung
yung
A.
subject.
Yun yung agriculture. After all, ang problema ng agri, science, technology, and engineering. Ayun. And then, I researched about it. That's how other countries have done it. Kaya yung mga bata nila, aside from na-glamorize mo yung branding ng agriculture to go along with science and technology, which is so much in demand sa mga bata, naging totoo ka in solving the problem of science and technology.
But
And innovation.
moving forward, Doc Carl, from here on, ano ang advocacy mo? What are you intending to do in your field at least, no?
Yeah.
Given the fact that you did not make it in the
You're an
Senate
educator.
race.
You're-
Tuloy-tuloy, actually I become better. So, I'll be back to the media. Meron akong upcoming show. I will continue to write in the Business Mirror, which I have done for more than a year. I'll be back on television and radio. Then business. Yung
Okay.
business ko. Pero ang maganda, ang business ko naging nagkaroon lalo ako ng social relevance. Ang civil service review ko, ginawa kong libre sa lahat.
You mean civil service, nursing?
Civil service
civil
review.
service review,
Yung
sorry.
eligibility, alam mo,
Yeah.
bakit? Kasi ang baba ng passing nun, and I want to contribute to nation building.
Okay.
Kaya
Doc, ikaw, anong...
Well, for one, I'll go back to practicing. I need to practice, pero twice a week lang. Kasi,
Dati ba ilan?
almost every day nasa ospital ako.
She's
no?
the best opta.
No naman. I'm the opta kasi
Yeah.
I'm the opta of his daughter,
Daughter.
of his wife.
Yung daughter ko, nakasalamin.
Nilaysik ko.
Nilaysik niya.
Pero,
Normal ngayon.
anyway, no, but,
Pwede ba? Pwede ba?
baka ikaw may katarata ka na eh.
Baka. Hindi, baka.
Check
Posible.
kami natin. Check
Yeah.
kami. No, but, okay, aside from going back to practice at least once, twice a week, ang gusto kong mangyari, I'm still advocacy ko pa rin sa universal healthcare.
Yeah.
Hanggang ngayon, no? I will help you with the food security. Magiging mas active ako sa social media. And hopefully TV, radio, no?
Yeah.
Guest mo ako paminsan.
Oo. Magkaroon ka rin sariling show.
Yun nga, isa pa yun.
Sure,
And then
sure.
I'll also write. People were asking eh. And then, nagbibiro mo ako, dapat pants eh.
Hindi ko alam yun, hindi ko alam yun.
Hindi, bali, may joke namin, joke namin.
Anong joke? Sige nga, joke time.
After the joke.
Sige, go ahead.
Kasi totoo naman, people ask me, ano mo yung aking beauty secret?
Oo nga.
Since I was high school, ang panglinis sa mukha ko is pants.
Okay.
Pants cream.
Pants cream ka pala.
Pants ako, tapos paghugas ko ng mukha, pants facial wash.
Oo.
Pants micellar water, puro pants.
Puro
no?
pants.
So sabi ko,
Okay.
grabe naman ang endorsement mo ng pants. Sabi ko, dalawa lang ang mahal na, na ritual na hindi pants is yung shishave ko sa gabi. Sabi ko, so ito naman, so pag kasi NPC siya.
Ikaw naman, secretary.
NPC siya, ako, Reforma,
Oo,
di ba?
so magkasama.
Different parties, kaya lang si Soto Lacson. So,
Oo.
nasa kampanya kami, tinatawag niya ako. Tapos, ano sinasabi mo sa mga
Sabi
tao?
ko, ito yung beauty na tinatago ng lolo. Ayaw paligawan. At saka maganda yung kutis niya kasi pants yung ginagamit.
Beauty secret niya,
Ako, ganitong kutis ko dahil perla.
Nilalabas yung mukha niya, hindi hinugasan. So,
But you know, if there's one thing that I actually would call my greatest success in this campaign, it's the fact that I found two new friends.
Oh.
Who are?
Dr. Padilla and Ping Lacson.
That's
Alright.
we
Friendship.
became
Alam mo,
good
totoo
friends.
lang, si
Oh.
Ping, sayang. We're not saying that hindi natin sinisira yung resulta ng election. Pero sayang. Napakagaling na tao, napaka-sincere.
Will he take a position?
I don't think so.
What about you?
No.
No.
Tama na ako sa opinion.
Tama na. Talagang private.
Yeah, private.
Private.
Ikaw, ako? Ako, you're
Yeah.
asking me?
Yes.
If it's offered, I will consider.
Okay. That's a year after.
A year after,
today.
we cannot do it now. But, you know, going back to what I'm going to do, no? I know I'm gonna ask you again later. No? Pero kami, may balak na kami talaga sa aquaculture, no? But, and I want to do I want to visit yung different LGUs talaga. Kasi, alam ko,
You want to campaign in advance?
Di naman. Talaga, malicious. No, kasi I want to, ang dami kong nakilala
nga.
in this campaign.
Correct,
no?
correct.
For example, mental health. Mental health,
Yeah.
the children, of the youth.
Yeah.
It's getting worse. It was bad to start with, then the pandemic made it worse.
You know what I
Diba?
taught in nursing?
Oh,
Psychiatric and mental
okay.
health nurses. I'm a
So,
specialist.
it became bad sa pandemic.
Mm-mm.
Alam mo, this election caused a lot of mental health
More.
problems, even in sa mga young people na na-indoctrinate ng mga
Yeah.
magulang to hate.
Pwede mo
So
makahingi
much-
coffee?
so much hate, so much hate and
Yeah.
bitterness, and we have to fix that, no? Because
Yes.
they don't know what to do now.
Correct.
And I worked with people, I think you know who these people are, na they have an app that can be used for the youth, na 3G lang,
Okay.
for mental health, especially when they need help.
Mm.
So there are many talented Filipinos. Tapos meron din akong nakilala na ang tawag sa kanila One Life, yung parang complete laboratory na traveling.
Yeah.
You know that, di ba?
I know that.
And there's so many things we can use for universal healthcare.
Mm.
And I know for a fact, ang daming LGU na are capable already, but there are many also na hindi pa capable.
Yeah.
So we can help them. So
Mm.
I don't want to stop learning.
Yes.
Kasi what I did, a lot of us learn
Learning. Yun talaga ang
Learn.
binavalue ko dito. And by the way,
Learning.
ang maganda rin na maalagaan natin mga sectors that we realize needed it most.
Yes.
Like yung farmers,
Yeah.
yung
Correct.
fishermen.
Actually, yung akin naman, Doc Carl, I'll pursue my advocacy for Green Philippines. But since I cannot afford to give out my seedlings for free, not anymore. I have to make money. I have to earn money. No? I
After
have to-
spending so much.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ako hindi man ako bukas na malaki.
Ako, bukas.
Yung marami sa akin, yung seedlings na pinamigay ko, I gave away about 600,000 giant bamboo seedlings.
Yeah.
All over the country.
Kaya paborito ka ni Dr. Clarita Carlos.
Yeah, right.
Oo.
And now, merong mga sumusulat pa rin sa akin, nag-message kung paano daw maituloy yung programa. Sabi ko sa kanila, this time around, I'll have to ask you to pay for my
Seedlings.
seedlings because I cannot survive if you don't pay for it. No? But ang plano ko is, it would be a whole package. No? Ibig sabihin, hindi ako magbibigay lang sa isang community ng 10 kawayan, kundi one whole community they have to organize.
Yes.
Because we have to plant at least 1,000 hectares in one community para ang downstream activity niyan will be the processing.
Okay.
Okay? Kasi yung bamboo is the wood of the future. No wood
Alright.
of the future.
Mhm.
Wala na tayong kahoy kain eh.
Mhm.
So yung bamboo, napakabilis. 4 years, 5 years, kung may processing facility ka, may kakagawa ka na ng tiles, floor tiles,
From the bamboo?
furniture. Of course.
Wow.
It's even accepted as a construction material in the US already.
Galing.
Correct.
Now,
So,
in addition to that, pwede kang gumawa ng pickled bamboo shoots o yung bamboo.
Oo.
Binibenta ng Vietnam yan sa
Labong.
Amerika, labong.
Labong.
Ang sarap ng labong ng giant bamboo kasi malalaki.
Mm.
So, ang aking approach ngayon, community activity. Hindi yung bibili na 10 dyan, 20 doon. I will not take that. No? We have to organize them.
Correct.
Okay, one whole community, especially pag medyo threatened ng soil erosion and flooding, then I would focus on that. I will bring in the technology kasi may mga kaibigan ako. I will working with Mir, actually is the mother of giant bamboo in the Philippines.
Who
Si
is?
Mirna Discipulo, who is based in Malay-Balay, Bukidnon. No? So she's helping me, she's supplying me with the propagules. Ako naman ang nagpo-propagate and then I sell this.
alam mo, listening to Manny, no? Tawag namin sa kanya kasi Encyclopedia of Agriculture.
Encyclopedia of Agriculture.
Ang tawag namin ni Ping sa kanya is Encyclopedia of Agriculture. Pero, because of him also, sa kampanya namin, nakaikot kami sa mga iba't ibang lugar. Like the mangroves, diba? Because of the mangroves,
Kabasalan,
tapos
Kalawi.
kabasalan. Yung kabasalan, dahil sa mangroves, sino yung Magsaysay awardee?
si Roberto Balyon.
Okay, because of that, ang offshoot to itong mangroves niya, which is supposed to protect against storm surges, etc. Ang dami niya ng talaba.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oysters, di ba?
Yeah.
That became their salvation even during the pandemic.
Wow.
So, you see, it's all connected eh. So, alam mo, na-realize ko, because I've never really seen the entire country, no? From traveling, ang ganda-ganda ng Pilipinas, napakayaman ng Pilipinas, laki ng potential natin. So, sabi ko, napakayaman ng
Sa inyo lang sa
Pilipinas.
Mindoro eh.
Pero mahirap ang tao. Pero
Nga eh.
napakayaman ng bansa.
Alam nyo, ang
Oo.
isang experience ko kasi nitong election, siyempre lang, chopper tayo once in a while.
Oh, yes,
Eh, low
chopper.
flying ka.
Oo,
Makikita
low
mo,
flying.
sabi ko, paano, bakit may nagugutom pa?
Diba?
Eh, ang daming mga bakanteng lupa.
Yun nga, we have to plan.
So,
No, but you have to provide a market,
Market.
for
Yeah.
what people plant. Because
Yes.
without a market, putol yung value chain mo.
correct.
Tama.
Okay? So, ito yung pagkakaiba ng ating project na aquaculture. Di ba,
Yeah.
tandaan mo, sa aeroplano kami, Dr.
Nag-uusap kami tatlo.
Nag-uusap kami, even before the elections, we were already planning what we would do after
Yeah.
the elections.
Oo.
Because deep inside me, I had this feeling I will not make it. No? Given the survey,
Quixotic kami.
Okay.
Quixotic.
Anyway, we just pursued, no?
Yeah.
Sabi ko kay Doc Minguita, saka kay Senator Ping, sabi ko, may project ako ngayon. Kasi kinuha ko yung kaibigan ko from the US, si Rocky French, yung Phil-Am farmer scientist.
Very genius.
Yeah, he's a genius. He actually formulates the aqua feeds
Oo.
and the whole sabi nila, the whole caboodle.
Yeah.
So ngayon, sabi ko, but that will not be complete without the market. Sabi ko,
Correct.
Senator Ping, ang dami mong kilalang may-ari ng mga
Huwag mo sasabihin kung sino.
supermarkets. Hindi ko sabihin, mga supermarkets. Why don't we engage them? We will tell them, hey, you want to help achieve food sufficiency in this country?
Oh, you buy
from us.
Correct.
Okay, let's
Galing.
come up with a marketing agreement. Lahat ng production namin bibilhin nyo para makapunta kami sa bangko, makakautang kami pang kapital sa aming aquaculture venture.
Kasi itong aquaculture na to, this is also involves the even underwater fish cages, di ba?
Yes.
Para kahit may bagyo,
Submersible fish cages.
submersible,
Yeah.
para hindi masisira, hindi kahit may bagyo, may pagkain pa rin.
So dalawang species lang ang aming specialty.
Ano yun?
One, saltwater or brackish water tilapia.
Oo.
Okay.
Pwede nang i-raise ngayon
Tapos
sa saltwater
sa
tilapia.
bangus.
Sa kabangos.
Yun lang. Yun naman ang paborito natin.
So on Sunday, after our engagement tomorrow with Senator Ping, I'm flying to Iloilo. Kasi titignan ko yung isang hatchery doon na pagkukunan ko ng fingerlings.
Seryoso kami. Seryoso kami. In fact,
Galing.
government should
Magiging
provide...
farmer ka na.
Well, government, actually we wanted to buy a farm. Government should provide free fingerlings, di ba? Even for a few
Yun
years.
sana.
For a few
Yun sana.
years.
Pero
for fisher.
wala tayo sa pwesto, hindi natin magagawa yun.
Sana.
But,
Suggestion.
you know, ang akin lang naman, may nagtanong sa akin, are you willing to to contribute, no, to of course, I'm a Filipino.
Yeah.
It is my duty and obligation as a Filipino citizen
Correct.
to contribute. If asked to contribute my knowledge,
Yes.
You will contribute.
I will, of
As
course.
consultant, no?
yeah, but I will not take a government position anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, we're all willing to help.
Yeah.
Kasi kahit bago naman tayo tumakbo, we're all helping na eh. Di ba?
totoo.
One thing about the three of us, I know, anybody wants to research our lives, you Google,
Yeah.
ang dami na nating ambag.
Sobra.
Sobrang ambag sa bansa.
Actually, yung pagtakbo natin is just an amplification of what we were already doing.
Yun. Parang it's just part of the love of country na parang,
Correct.
ang sabi nga ng mga tao, nasisiraan ka na ba ng bayan?
Actually, nasabi sa akin ng mga kaibigan ko negosyante.
Nasisiraan ka na ba bayan?
Sabi niya, alam mo, Carl.
Ako matagal na sila.
Alam mo, kasi ako like, sa akin sa review, basta indigenous people, libre.
Alam mo,
Persons with disability, libre.
Libre.
Gano'n na karaming mga ITAP, mga mangyan ang nagtuturo ngayon sa mga bundok.
I'm
Because
talking
of-
about, ang dami na nagawa. Wait, ako, wala. It's just,
Yeah.
ang dami na tating nagawa. Ikaw, agriculture. And
Actually, ako sana,
ang dami
nakaprogram talaga ako, Doc Carl. Na pagdating ko doon sa junction na yun, where the road splits, winning or losing, isa pa rin ang pupuntahan ng aking direksyon sa buhay. Which is my advocacy in agriculture.
Yeah.
My dream really is to prove to everybody that the Philippines could be food sufficient,
Yeah.
given support from government. No? But without support from government, there will never be food sufficiency.
Yeah.
Hindi naman, I was already concerned about food security, but I became more passionate about it because food. After meeting
Narinig mo
you,
siya.
no, and I saw it from myself with
Yeah.
my own eyes, and I listened to you, and it just encouraged me more. Now, health security naman, kailangan natin ayusin ang sistema pangkalusugan. It became very obvious sa pandemic,
Oo.
no? Pero
Balikan
mas
na natin,
grabe. Oo.
Doc Carla, yung aking battle cry, we can be food sufficient. Balikan natin Mindoro. Ayaw lagi Mindoro,
sa
Os Batangas.
Oo.
Bakit ang daming nakatiwang mga lupa?
Correct.
Kasi hindi alam ng tao kung anong itatanong nila na mabibili sa merkado at what price.
Yeah. At saka yung smuggling and
Ay, naku.
importation.
So, those are minor issues actually, Doc Carla.
No, kasi nung magpapasko, 4 na toneladang kalabasa I had to rescue. Ilang 3,000 kilos of carrots.
Yeah.
Ayan.
Alam mo,
From
Doc Carl, kung yung Mindoro actually tutukan ng gobyerno, mapapadala dito sa Metro Manila yung pagkain na mura. Hindi lalaban yung smuggled goods.
Correct.
Mas mababa yung production cost ng ating mga farmers. Kanya lang yung transport na mahal.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, yung transport. So again, government, I'm hoping, ganito. Alam ko, ganito ako. Alam ko, ganito ka. Holistic ang ating group. Holistic, di ba? Na hindi pwedeng you solve one problem without solving the others.
Yeah,
It has
correct.
to be a holistic view.
Systems view.
Systems view.
Design thinking.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
And parang yung movie, yung Netflix movie, what about the airplane? Anyway, it's all connected. No?
Yeah.
And you have to see it that way, in a system. And dapat sana, I hope, and I'm still hopeful that the ones in government now will see it that way then. No?
There are
And-
two things that I will do to pursue my advocacy. One, I think I have time now to write a book, my second book actually,
Okay.
The Road to Food Sufficiency.
Mhm.
I will input in that book all the things that I wanted to do had I won in the Senate.
Yeah.
Can you write that na pakikinabangan ng senior high school?
Of course.
Kasi
Yeah.
kailangan nating ma-develop yung mga bata. Ang
Of course.
average age 7:59 ang
Yeah.
average age ng farmers. Eh kung magagamit ang hope ko kasi nasa bata.
Yes, correct.
Doc Carl, you remember my message to you? I'm a communications guy.
Yeah.
I use simple language
Oo.
and words with singular meaning.
Yes.
Oo.
Hindi ako gumagamit ng kaya yung susulat ko, and even the previous
Simple.
book that I wrote,
Oo.
Feeding Millions, I can give you a copy of that actually.
Ako mag-publish.
Yeah.
But ako rin, I want to write something about
What are you writing about? Because I'm writing something. What about
Okay,
you?
no, you first.
I'm writing, ang title ng book is T-shirt.
T-shirt. Bakit t-shirt?
What did you hear most during motorcades?
Pangin ng t-shirt. Totoo yan, ha?
But I want to explain the sociology and the psychology of
Okay.
t-shirts.
Actually, it's true. Ganun. Yun ang pinakamahal pa naman.
Oo.
Hindi mo
Hindi,
mabibigyan lahat
gusto
ng t-shirt.
gusto kong magyan ng interpretation, deeper analysis kung bakit
Bakit
yun.
t-shirt?
And the
Yeah.
implication of that desire to have a t-shirt in our electoral system, in our psychology as a
I
nation.
would love that. I
Yeah.
like that.
I'm writing. May meaning lahat ng meaning T-S-H-I-R-T. May meaning yon. And t-shirt explains why we are where we are.
Yeah.
May nagtanong ba sa'yo ng anong platform mo?
Hindi, mo t-shirt. T-shirt talaga. Ang second to t-shirt at gusto na yung
Yung
arm protector. Yeah.
What are you writing about?
Akin siguro alam to publish after I'm dead. Joke lang. No, behind the doors of power.
Behind the doors.
And then the other program that I will undertake is I've already actually agreed in principle with DZRH. I'm hosting a radio program, weekly.
You should have a show then.
Agriculture.
Yeah, it's all agriculture.
Yeah. And then I'll go back to my love,
which is
boxing.
Boxing, yeah. I heard about it.
Boxing?
Yeah. Hindi ba alam boxing siya?
Hindi
ako boxer.
Isa trainer.
Promoter ako ng mga boxers.
You know,
wow.
ang revelation kay Dr. Minguita is, nung una ko siyang na-meet, nung magkakasama kami, Inglesera kasi. Sosyalera, Inglesera.
Siyempre,
pero
mayaman
nung nagkampanya, ang galing palang managalog.
Yan ang hindi nyo alam.
Ang galing managalog kasi kami.
Talking about amateur boxing, did you know that I went to Havana, Cuba to recruit a boxing coach when I was governor of Cotabato? Umabot ako ng Cuba, ganun ako ka-serious. Ibabalik ko to, grassroots boxing program, and then i-incorporate ko sa public shows. Good, yeah.
You should have a radio show. Kailang mas mamasterin mo pa yung Tagalog. Kasi when I started with DZMM,
actually, magaling ako pa Tagalog.
Magaling.
Ay, nagulat ka, di ba?
Nagulat ako, sabi ko nung papanood kita. Ang galing pala ba? Akala ko, Ingleserang social to.
Alam mo, the problem with people is they stereotype me.
Oo nga.
Marami silang stereotype na mali.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Actually, first time ko na-meet si
Personally.
Dr. Carl, personally. Although, nagko-communicate kami, and he told me he's following my page. First time ko siya na-meet. Very pleasant personality. Ito, posibleng tumakbo pag senator eh. Pwede ka pa. Ito, pwede pa.
Pwede pa.
Ako, farmer na ako.
Farmer. Pero pag sinuportahan mo kami.
Tulong na ako sa inyo. Tulong na ako sa inyo.
Me, I intend to, bala ko, bisitahin ka sa farm mo. Bala ko, gawin Facebook Live ng ating aquaculture.
Actually, tayo muna. Yung meeting natin bukas, the first thing that we will do is set up a hatchery.
Doon
sa farm ko mismo.
Sa farm mo?
Oo.
Sa farm mo?
Sa farm ko mismo mag-set up. The moment na operational na yun, I'll bring you there with pay.
May Facebook Live tayo.
Of course. At saka yung ating feed mill na nag-ooperate na.
Alam mo yung feed mill na yan? Explain mo. Kasi may murang feeds, di ba?
Ang problema natin sa aquaculture, Dr. Carl, I'm talking about bangus. Number one, alam mo ba nag-i-import tayo ng bangus fry from Indonesia? 50% of our bangus fry comes from Indonesia.
Fries yung maliliit.
Yung maliliit, yung parang gabuhok, no? Na pinapalaki pa para maging garungan, no? Para maging fingerlings.
Bakit hindi tayo nakaka-produce dito?
Meron, pero wala tayong hatchery sa Marlaki.
Okay.
See, why?
Sa Nauhan, nung pinuntahan ko yung Nauhan na hatchery, na was Secretary of Agriculture, natawa ako dahil yung cost ng operation ng hatchery was bigger than the value of fingerlings produced by the hatchery. Okay. So, ni-reform ko yun actually, inayos yun. But we really need big hatcheries. Okay? So, that's one. Hatchery. Number two, feeds. Number three, market. With that, if you can complete that, we're done.
Market, tulungan kita. Yan ang specialty.
Marami namang market.
At saka maraming market.
Magkakaroon kami ng hatchery for tilapia, hito, and then yung pupuntahan ko sa Sunday, yung hatchery ni Mr. Tomas Hautea sa Dumangas. Kontratahin ko na sila para sila magsusupply ng
tama yung sinasabi sa social media. You're one of the best senators we never had. No, because you're not running anymore. Ako, as far as I'm concerned, alam mo ang indicator ko, pagpapayagan pa ako ng pamilya.
Grabe, ang sakripisyo ng pamilya.
Kasi sila yung naging final.
Sa akin kasi, Dr. Carl, you have to understand my age. I'm 68 years old. In 3 years, I'll be 71. It's too late for me. I'll just enjoy my life. And anyway, may assurance sa ating mga kababayan and even the winning leaders of this country right now, those who won in the elections. Nandito lang ako, tutulong ako. I'll contribute. But I'll stay out of politics, I'll stay out of government. I'd rather live a private life, enjoy my business venture with
two new friends,
Dr. Minguita Padilla and Ping Lacson. And hopefully, yung ipapakita namin sa inyong model, complete, no? From hatchery to feed mill to marketing, processing and marketing. Will show to the people that, hey, if we can do this, it can be done nationwide. It can be replicated. Yun na naman daw, Carl. You have to handle the bangus fry or the fingerlings.
Tapos yung
You have
feed.
to use feeds using local materials.
Mura.
Okay?
Mura.
Gagamit kami ng malunggay, gagamit kami ng munggo, gagamit kami ng kadyos.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you have to have processing facility para yung isda mo, hindi yung nilagyan ng yelo, dinamang sa palengke. Dapat yung mga babae sa village, sila ang involved sa deboning at saka
In fact, sabi nga namin, parang agri-industrial parks.
Yeah.
Kompleto na yun.
Yeah.
So we can have those models. Ewan muna sa buhay muna.
Oo,
Excited.
muna.
Para ako muna bigay lahat.
Pero ano yung exciting na?
Exciting,
Parang
exciting.
nag-imagine ako magkakaroon ako ng franchise niya sa Mindoro.
Actually, you don't need a franchise. We can share the
Yeah,
technology.
no, I mean quote-unquote franchise because franchise is a photocopy from Bundo Original.
Okay.
So, if
In
I
a
can
way.
have that in a way, kung complete na yung ecosystem.
And you have your hatcheries in Mindoro already.
No.
In Bungabong.
Really?
Oo, pinatayo ko yun ng ako ang secretary. And it's
Pero,
operating now.
Pero imagine, nasa aeroplano kami madalas, ganito mga usapan natin.
Oo.
Kasi tapos ka naman ng panya, di ba?
Yeah, pagod ka na.
Tapos pagod ka na.
Oo.
Usapan lang ninyo, anong gagawin natin sa ganyan. Ako rin mas masalimuot yung health. This is ano eh.
Yeah, I know, I
Sobra.
know.
Health is, kasi ang daming racket. Ang daming racket. Ang dami rin gumagawa ng pera. I'm really sorry.
Correct.
But
Oo.
alam mo, ang gusto kong marinig sa presidente natin, which I never heard yet, no? Lay off health. Kayong mga gustong gumawa ng katakot-takot ng pera, pwede ba?
Magsilayas ka.
Magsilayas muna kayo. Magsilayas kayo sa kalusugan. Pagbigyan natin ang ating bansa na magkaroon ng magandang sistema ng kalusugan. Huwag niyo isipin na mga ganit dyan. Umalis na kayo dyan. Kasi parang ginagawa niya, they look at it as a form of money making.
Correct.
It should be...
Especially in the middle of the pandemic alone.
Yun.
Oh.
Yun, alam mo,
Diba?
and I'm gonna say it again, when I filed my COC, one of the things that really drove me is yung nakita ko talaga firsthand. At I'll say it again, karapalang pagpapayaman habang nagdurusa ang bayan.
Nangangamatay ang taong
Nangangamatay
bayan.
at karapalan. So anyway, my point is sana the President would be really serious with all the, grabe ang kanyang mandate.
Yeah.
Grabe ang mandate
Grabe.
ng Presidente. Parang
So much expectations.
so much expectation. And a very
31
huge-
million
Yeah.
unprecedented
Okay.
in so many
But the mandate,
so many years.
he should use that mandate to tell all these thieves who are looking at health again to make money, lay off health. Tigilan na niya yan, no? Huwag niyong dudumihan yan, kalusugan. Give us a chance, di ba? Give us a chance to really have a good health system.
And given the mass support actually that President-elect Bongbong Marcos
Yeah.
got,
And Vice
actually,
President.
And Vice
it
President
would be
Sara.
easy for him to bring the country to where he would like to bring
Yes,
it.
agree.
Okay? Kasi grabe yung mass support niya.
Yeah.
And we have to admit that.
Huwag niyang sasayangin.
Oo.
Huwag sana masayang.
And I
Yun
don't,
lang.
ayaw ko siyang i-preempt. I think he has good intentions.
Yes, I agree also. I agree.
Ako ang sabi ko nga, kung sa sitwasyon niya, I think one of the best things na he can ever do in his lifetime is to convince people dun sa greatness na, sinasabi nila.
Yeah.
No? Ako man yung anak ng isang pinagbintangan
Yes,
ng marami,
correct.
I may have the intention na
Redeem.
i-redeem
Yeah,
ko.
I'll redeem my
I
father's
think
name.
I think yun ang kung yun ang mangyayari at kung talagang yung leadership is getting the best people, remember he has the
Yeah.
promise,
I hope
getting the
so.
best people, we can only hope for the best.
Yes, and I don't want anymore yung may best people, regardless of political color. And then, huwag kayong, don't be exclusive, don't block
Yeah.
people, no?
Don't take
Mukhang
cancel.
hindi naman.
Cancel people.
No, mukhang hindi naman. Because may
yeah.
statement nga si VP-elect Sara Duterte that they will reach out to people who did not join them in the campaign. That's a good statement.
And not only that, yung mga hindi pwedeng from one area lang. Di ba? Yung mga
One color.
probinsya, one color. Yung very, yung itong probinsya dapat ganito. Pero hindi
So, hindi political patronage.
it has to be the country na.
Yeah.
Yung united as a country. No?
Ako in education,
Oo.
na-appoint na nga, na-nominate na si Vice President-elect Sara Duterte. May mga reactions na hindi siya educator, blah blah. May mga nag-comment na kaagad. Ang sa akin, one thing is for sure, ang DepEd is a bureaucracy.
Yeah.
It's of great men and women, highly educated men and women. Ang kailangan lang ni VP Sara doon is to really put the leadership in place, make sure that corruption doesn't take place.
Again.
And the vision for yung sinasabi niyang skilled Filipinos,
Yeah.
talagang mailabas yan.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt.
We have a crisis of
Yeah.
education. And alam mo naman yun, we've been seeing it, di ba? Talagang nakita ko sa kampanya na ang laking porsyente ng mga Pilipino hindi nakakabasa.
Correct.
Kahit Pilipino na simple
Mhm.
it's tragic. Kailangan natin ayusin talaga.
Ako, may
education
tatlo. I
system.
can summarize the recommendation I have for VP Sara. Kasi, yung mga followers naman kasi natin, pinupush na kung may papasukin ako DepEd. Number one, take care of our teachers.
Yes.
Take care of our teachers. We have to attract the best and the
And
brightest.
train them also.
And prepare them well, train them well, go back to teacher education,
Yeah.
ayusin. Pangalawa, put the learner in the middle of all of this. Let them be the guiding light. No? Ano yung kailangan nila? And forward-looking dapat. Yung grade 1 na papasok ngayon, ilang taon yan bago pakinabangan ng world of work. So kailangan meron tayong capacity to see what the future world of work will demand as
Yes.
competencies from our
Correct.
graduates.
Correct.
And pakiusap lang po, sana yung world of work ngayon, makita natin yung Philippines, wag naman laging pa-export.
Yeah.
The best are, I'm not saying na masama yun, pero kailangan po, we are the best for the Filipinos even if we are the choice of the world. Like for example, healthcare. Alam mo,
The nurses, yeah.
The nurses,
Choice
for
of the
example. Imagine mo ang nurses natin ay job order hanggang ngayon. How many percent of our current nurses
That's why,
are
kailangan
job order?
ayusin natin. Yan, healthcare workers, isa pa sa mga protocol.
Ikaw ang secretary, kung ikaw ang job order, no, contracted only for 3 months or 6 months. Inoperan ka ng 100,000 salary in Europe.
Wala kang magagawa.
Wala kang magagawa. Ito na, maglalagyan mo naman deployment ban. Kinurtail mo naman yung right. Yeah. So, ang sa akin lang talaga, take care of those who take care of us.
Yeah.
And these are the health professionals,
The
or the health workers, the
Yeah,
teachers,
teachers.
and the
Yeah.
farmers.
Okay.
Yes, agree.
We
Sobrang ba?
we've had
Yeah.
we've discussed a lot.
Yes. Pero,
Parting words mo on the card.
ito lang, before the parting words, expect us to have more. May iba pa kami may mga kasama pa kami in the future. Expect
Possibly,
that. Possibly, the others, yung pong mga interested na makipag-usap sa amin, conversation, or invite us for conversations like this. Why not? After all, we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
We're all in the same boat, yeah.
Doc Carl. Doc Minguita. Your parting words.
Parting words. Well, not really parting, is till we meet again. Anyway,
Yeah. For today's session.
for today's session, I hope you enjoyed hearing all three of us together. Kasi, and alam nyo, andito lang kami para tumulong. Whatever happens in the future, tumakbo man kami o hindi, tutuloy namin ang aming advokasya. Kung we will be tapped to be advisors, consultants, whatever, we will be happy to help this government. No? And ang ginawa ko na yung pagtakbo, despite the fact that masarap ang buhay namin, hindi namin kailangan, in fact, nagsabi na namin, parang sira ang gulo namin, no? Is dahil talaga sa matinding pagmamahal sa bayan. At isa pa yun, ang feeling, at ang response ng bayan sa atin also shows you na they're also hungry. Parang sabik na sila sa mga tao na ganito, makikipag-usap, may mga plano, at talaga nafe-feel yung sinseridad para magsilbi sa bayan. So, hindi nag-iiba yan. That will not change no matter what happens. And nandito lang po kami. No?
Ikaw, Doc Carl, ang
yes.
closing dahil ikaw ang host.
Okay.
My dear friends, I'm a Filipino.
Yes.
Wala naman ako ibang bansa. Although I did not make it to the Senate, it is my moral obligation as a Filipino citizen na tumulong.
Yes.
In my private capacity, I will share my knowledge. I will share whatever I could, no, to ensure that we achieve our dream of food self-sufficiency. Nandito lang po ako. Hindi ako pwede pumunta sa Amerika. Sa probinsya lang po ako.
Wanted ka ba? Hindi naman.
No. At yun ay isang commitment na gusto kong ibigay sa bansang Pilipinas. I'm the farm boy. I'll stay in the farm, but I will help.
Yeah. I had all the opportunities and credentials to be overseas. Remember, I graduated from the Pontifical University of Santo Tomas at the time na napakataas ng demand for nurses. I did not know why I chose to stay. not that something is wrong when leaving, but I chose to stay. And I took the road less traveled by, and that's the road of business, the road of entrepreneurship, because I want to be in control of my dreams and of my navigation. Pero alam nyo, ang na-realize ko sa pagtakbong ito, nananahimik ang buhay ko, and I was challenged by the sectors that naapektuhan, the health sector, the education sector, the MSME sector, especially the micro-enterprises. And sabi ko, Lord, itong tatlong ito yung buhay ko, bakit ito ang tinamaan ng pandemya? And I just realized na kasi may kaya akong gawin, may pwede akong gawin, at may dapat akong gawin. At yung dapat kaya na gawin, hindi yan nagtatapos nun sa eleksyon.
Correct.
At by the way, hindi po kami natalo. Because with millions of people still behind us, that calls for a celebration. And I think we have a
We
responsibility.
just did not make it to the top 12.
Yes, but we have enough numbers to inspire us that we have to continue. We will go on, of course, not only for those who voted for us, but for the only country we have, and that's why we're here together.
Thank
I'm
you.
Dr. Carl Balita.
I'm Manny Piñol,
You
Dr.
first,
Minguita
you first.
Padilla.
Dr. Manny Piñol.
Ulitin natin, para sa show yan.
Ikaw muna, okay.
I'm Dr. Carl Balita.
I'm Manny Piñol,
And
fanboy.
And I'm Dr. Minguita Padilla. The only rose among the thorns.
Yeah, see you again.
Actually, I also hold a doctorate degree, ha?
Yeah, I know, rural development. Rural
Pero hindi ko masyadong i-display.
So we're all doctors here
Yeah.
in different ways.
Yeah,
Different ways.
they say that we are the senators you never had. Wrong.
Well,
We are still the senators you will have. Because we are still in the service of the Filipino people. Thank you so much.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Good night.
God bless the Philippines. God bless this administration.
Yay! God bless us all.